Everybody walk around, speed it up, walk around, slow it down, walk around, slide, walk around, everybody walk around. Yeah, I got my hand on the button. If I press the button, I turn everything into nothing. They'll talk behind your back and in your face to be frontin'. I be with the team, we gon' score way over 100. Yeah, I'm the only one to count this money. You can't give me nothing and you can't take nothing from me. Got a girl to shake something for me. When she to the ground, you gon' have to walk around. Walk, walk, yeah, walk around. Left foot, right foot, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around. Speed it up, walk around. Slow it down, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around. Yeah, you know the name of the game. You ain't gotta like me, but you gotta pay me the same. We at Donovan's yard, see me up on the stage. I done did it before, I'm about to do it again. Whoa, I hit my two-step, then whoa. Counting blue strips like whoa. Girl, you got some on you, whoa. How you, let me see you walk. Yeah, walk around. Left foot, right foot, walk around.
It's a tight battle for the Western Conference title. 2K Sports presents Game 4. Will we see it even up, or will it go to 3-1? Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Look at Minnesota. They'll hold nothing back tonight to have a shot at advancing, Greg. They got to even the series.
Lose this one, and you got to win the next 3. Extremely unlikely they could recover if they falter here.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Edwards. Randall surveying the D. Shoots over Holmgren. Randall with the bucket.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City moving it around. Floats it up for Holmgren. It's stolen by Gobert. Hartenstein against Randall. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Now here's Conley. McDaniels gets to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Gobert with a screen on Holmgren. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And here now the Thunder. After the basket by Minnesota. Gobert with the block.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander following Julius Randle's 3. looking over the floor. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
You know, we need to keep seeing this from him. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Williams against McDaniel. Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes. Counted.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's McDaniel. Randall from outside. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Edwards.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Conley gets the bucket.
A crafty scorer. Conley makes the most of his opportunities down low.
Thunder trailing by 7. David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley, the pass to Randall. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Outside, Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. That's to Gobert. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now McDaniels. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Over to the wing. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket.
Conley loves setting up his teammates for quality shots. He's one of the more selfless guys in the league.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Mark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace is checked in for George. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Caruso. Connects from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's DiVincenzo, leading by 5. Randall kicks to Reed. Caruso against DiVincenzo. To the left side wing. The fader. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Caruso. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. A three-pointer. Wiggins. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
DiVincenzo against Caruso. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. With the teardrop. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Caruso. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
That one drops for him.
Well, I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
Here's Williams following the bucket by the Timberwolves. To the paint. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Williams a screen on Clark. Here's the floater. Back to Wiggins. Launches it. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from Clark.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Wallace finds Caruso. Can't cash in from close range. Now, Alexander Walker. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And now a 7-point Minnesota lead. Caruso looking for an opening. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Timberwolves.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball, too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Miller surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reed. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wallace outside. And the Thunder another 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Minnesota making a switch here. Minod's checked in, and a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Jang, he's checked in for Williams. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in, and it's Clark in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Edwards. Goes back up. Here's Garza. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Wallace finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Jang. Fires for 3. The Thunder with another miss. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Caruso. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Reed in the post. He's against Wiggins, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Pass to Chang. Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good from outside. Oklahoma City's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Wiggins dishes to Jang. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Chang. Now here's Wiggins. Bangs home the trifecta. Wiggins has got 6.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Edwards kicks to Clark. Reed with a screen for Clark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Joe with it. Pass to Holmgren. Misses the three. Timberwolves leading by 4. Randall left side. Conley inside the line. The good-looking shot from the wing. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dime.
Joe good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Conley sets a screen for Clark. And it's off from three-point range. Thunder trailing by 4. Conley dishes to Randall.
Powerful move that time by Randall. And he'll go to the free throw line.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota. So he gets them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Dort passes to Williams. Back to Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Joe with it. Pocket 6. Takes the 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They swipe it. Dort passes to Joe. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Now Randall. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Joe finds Williams. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. Here's Randall. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Holmgren the pass to Joe. Here's Williams. Six to shoot. Pass to Joe. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's McDaniels. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, McDaniels wasn't going to be denied there. Getting the bucket and has a chance for one more.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Minnesota making a switch here. Dillingham's checked in.
McDaniels. One side.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Will it go? Joe can't get it to go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And that one misses. And the Thunder making a switch here. And the second free throw, good. 16 seconds left in the first half of the game. Dort passes to Joe. Here's Wallace. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Outside Conley. Tries the spin move. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Timberwolves lead by 9. From Target Center, back in a moment.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he stuff up.
Randall no good.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Dort kicks to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder, another 3.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. And here is McDaniels. Here's Randall. It's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. It's tipped. Outside Conley. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Conley's got 6 points.
Stop and pop. Conley dangerous everywhere.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Randall outside. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Off target with his 3. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 8-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Gobert. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Boy, you got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on this block.
Minnesota leading by 8. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. Now, I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I can use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Pass to Randall. From 11 feet away, it's rebounded by Hartenstein. And Williams, here we go. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Here's Randall. He's got 13. Has to Gobert. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Randall down low.
Just an attacker is Randall. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. No good on that one. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Chet Holmgren. He hits the second from the line. Thunder trailing by 9. Pass to Caruso. Outside, Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Conley. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Now here's Edwards. He has 6. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Caruso finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Caruso. From outside the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. McDaniels passes to Randall. This one for 3. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Bucket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Conley feeling it out. Mr. Gobert from 10 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Over in the corner, Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the 3 fly, and the Thunder another 3.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Randall outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Fires the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Alexander Walker's got 7 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. Then for the Thunder, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Conley. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Now, here's Caruso. He has 6. Wallace against Conley. Williams sends a screen for Wallace. Inside, it's stolen by Randall. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Caruso with the steal. There's the drive. Here's Wallace. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Timberwolves leading by 9. Now here's Randall. 17 points in the game. Back to DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. Oklahoma City has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Wallace misses. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Randall. Randall. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 9. Floats it up for Williams. Lays it in on the pretty alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The Thunder making the shot. Outside Conley. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Reed. He hits it from 9.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Now here's Williams. Buries it down low. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Caruso. For the 3. And that's good. Michael Conley for 3. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Alexander Walker passes to Conley and taken away by Wallace. Just 3 on the clock. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Thunder trailing by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. And here is Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Timberwolves shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 30 points.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards. Rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Williams, a screen on DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Oh, good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. Caruso grabs the miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Now DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds in this game. Got a piece of it. Here's Alexander Walker. Wallace covering. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The shake. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Wallace.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Clark comes in for Joe Ingles. And Mike Conley subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander cans it from downtown. And now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead. Outside Conley. Reed with a screen for Conley. Clark outside. Here's Reed. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Mark against Wiggins. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. To tie it up. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's Anthony Edwards. Shoots over Dort. Edwards, no good. Thunder trailing by 3. Down low, Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Randall down low, covered by Wiggins. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Thunder trailing by 4. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot falls short this time. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Yep, it counts.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries the long-range jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 38 points.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Cason Wallace.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Conley up top. He's defended by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Randall. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren finds Dort. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. 4 on the shot clock. It's Edwards on the wing. To the inside. Outside for Randall. McDaniels passes to Conley. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but he sure looked good there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Good on the first, and that brings them within 5.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Randall right side. Doesn't go for him. Thunder trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 44.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Edwards against Dort. Here's Holmgren. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Dort against Edwards. Going inside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speech is at halftime. Got both of these teams fired up.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
.27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards kicks to Conley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
And here's Conley outside. Off target from downtown. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.